Nature has built creatures that seem impossible. Animals that survive being frozen solid, boiled alive, or launched into the vacuum of space. Fish that generate their own electricity. Lizards that shoot blood from their own eyes. Octopuses that taste the world through their arms. Nature has tried almost everything. Except one thing. There's a creature it never built, no matter how hard evolution worked at it. So we built it ourselves, inside our own heads. We call it a dragon. Hey, it's Zach. When most people picture a dragon, they picture the Western version, a scaled reptile with wings, breathing fire. But here's what's strange. Cultures that never had contact with each other all invented the same monster. A serpent winding through ancient China. A feathered snake god in the Americas. A rainbow serpent in Australian rock art. A fire-breathing lizard in medieval Europe. Different continents, different centuries, same basic creature. So today we're figuring out why evolution never fully committed to a dragon, and why we built one anyway. Start with fire, the part that sounds the most impossible. And weirdly, it's the part nature came closest to. The bombardier beetle mixes two chemicals inside its own body, hydrogen peroxide and hydroquinone. The reaction heats to nearly 212 degrees, boiling point, and blasts out like a cannon, aimed and fired up to 20 times in a row. That's the closest thing to a flamethrower in the animal kingdom. And it's still not fire. It's boiling spray. No animal, ever, has evolved a way to create an actual flame. The most iconic dragon feature is the one thing nature never allowed. Now the body. The Komodo dragon, 10 feet long, venomous enough to kill prey far bigger than itself, is actually the small, watered-down descendant of something worse. Until 50,000 years ago, Australia had a monitor lizard called Megalania, up to 23 feet long. A venomous reptile longer than a car, and the first humans in Australia likely crossed paths with it. Then flight. A lizard called Draco, living in Southeast Asia, actually glides using ribs stretched outward and covered in skin, launching up to 200 feet on bones it already had. Go back further, 68 million years, and you find Quetzalcoatlus, a flying reptile with a 36-foot wingspan, standing as tall as a giraffe, weighing 550 pounds, launching itself by vaulting off its own arms. Every piece of a dragon has existed. Nature just never gave all of them to one animal at once. And that's not bad luck. There are hard reasons why. First, look at the Welsh flag. 4 legs plus 2 wings equals 6 limbs. But every backboned animal on Earth traces back to the same 4-limbed fish that crawled out of water hundreds of millions of years ago. 4 limbs is the starting kit. No bonus pair ever handed out. A bird's wings are its arms, rebuilt. You get arms, or you get wings, never both. That's why Draco had to build its glider out of spare ribs. A 6-limbed dragon needs a body plan that has never once existed. Second, size. Double an animal's length, and it gets roughly 8 times heavier, but only about 4 times stronger. Push size far enough, and an animal's own weight crushes it. Quetzalcoatlus was already flying at the edge of what's physically possible. A house-sized dragon isn't a bigger version of that. It's a pile of broken bones that never leaves the ground. Third, flight is the most metabolically expensive thing a body can do. It burns energy at a rate that pushes an animal to its limit just to stay airborne. There's nothing left to also run a furnace in its chest. And evolution never plans ahead. It only tinkers step by step with what already exists. No chain of small steps ever stumbled into a 6-limbed, fire-breathing flyer. So why did humans everywhere draw the same impossible creature? 2 leading theories. First, bones. Historian Adrian Mayer traced how Scythian miners in the Gobi Desert dug up Protoceratops skeletons and, with no concept of extinction, imagined a guardian beast, the griffin. In China, fossilized bones were literally called dragon bones. Second, and darker, it may live in our own minds. Anthropologist David E. Jones noted that vervet monkeys have 3 separate alarm calls, one each for big cats, eagles, and snakes, the exact predators that hunted primates for millions of years. His theory is that fear of all 3 fused into one image over generations: claws and fangs, wings and a diving strike, a long coiling body. Put them together, and you built a dragon. Every piece of it is real. The fire is a beetle spray. The size is a monitor lizard. The wings belong to real pterosaurs. And the fear is older than our species. The assembly just never happened in the wild, it happened in here. Nature never made a dragon. We did. If this kind of thing is your speed, subscribe. I'm Zach, and I'll see you in the next one.